Happy Wednesday, Bobcat teachers and scholars. I don't know about you, but music just makes me want to dance. Come on, dance with me this morning. I know you can. I can't wait. Teachers, snap a few pictures from me so we can get started with this day. Today is Wednesday. It's going to be a wonderful day. Let's get started with our morning announcement. Go.
Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Bobcat affirmation.
Bobcat affirmation. Bobcats are powerful. I think positively. I take ownership for my actions. I make wise choices. I am excited about new learning. I will reach my goals. I forgive others and myself. I am understanding of differences. I am a leader. I am a Bobcat.
Please pause for a moment of silence.
Scholars, this morning we will take our trip to see the Wizard of Oz. To get us ready, let's talk about what it looks like to follow the 3R approach when riding a bus. Bobcat Scholars, today we are going to talk about the 3R approach for field trips, or whenever you are riding a bus. For some of us, this will be the very first time that we get on one of our yellow school buses. And so I want to talk to you about what it looks like to be ready. To be ready when you are getting ready to get on a bus, and when you're on a bus, you must remember that you stand in a line. One person enters the bus at a time, and when you get on the bus, once you get in your seat, you don't get up until you get to our destination. So never stand up while the bus is moving, because if the bus driver has to stop suddenly, you could get hurt. So we want to stay in our seats at all times. To be responsible on the bus, we want to make sure it is graffiti free. So that means that if you drop something, you pick it up. We don't write on the seats, the back of the seats, the bottom of the seats, none of those things. We like to keep everything very clean. And you're paying attention because you're watching to see when we get to our destination, so that you will be able to hear the instructions for getting off of the bus. And lastly, and most importantly, you must be respectful by following the directions of the bus driver and any other adult who is on the bus. So you might be asking yourself, in order to do all of these things, what zone should we be using to speak in? When you are on a bus, you should always be on Bobcat Zone 1. Bobcat Zone 1. Do you remember what Bobcat Zone 1 is? Let's take a look at our voice level chart. Of course, we know that Bobcat Zone 0 is when we are completely silent and we are not talking at all. So whenever you hear an adult say Bobcat Zone 0, which you often hear the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of lunch, we are almost always on Bobcat Zone 0 so that we can get everything in order and be ready to leave. Bobcat Zone 1 is a whisper voice. That's partner talk. So when you are talking to the person that's sitting next to you, no one else should be able to hear your conversation. That is your whisper voice or your partner talk. Now this is different from Bobcat Zone 2, which of course is your normal talk. Like this is Miss White's normal voice. But if I was going to use my whisper voice, I would be kind of quiet so that nobody could hear me. Only the person that is right beside me would be able to hear me if I was using my whisper voice. And of course, our third zone, of course, is Bobcat Zone 3. That's our play voice. That's your recess voice. So remember, we have our recess voice, we have our normal voice, we have our whisper voice, and then we have our silent voice. On the bus, we're using our whisper voice, our partner talk, so that you will be able to hear your teacher without them having to raise their voice. In other school-wide events and activities, scholars, winter break begins on tomorrow. We will be out of school and return on January the 4th, 2024. I hope you remembered today's theme as we end our 13 days of holiday fun. You were to wear something red to show the spirit of the season. I truly hope you remembered so that we will be able to find you on our field trip. And lastly, today marks the end of the second 9-week period. Have you checked in with your teacher to see if you have any makeup work to ensure that you take home the best grades possible during this winter holiday?
3GC Literacy Pledge. I promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read at my desk, at home, and at school, on a beanbag or bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind, or sleet, each day of the week, reading's a treat. So I take this pledge to make reading my way, and feeding my brain what it needs every day. By Deborah Angustein.
Today's classroom spotlight goes to our grade 5 scholars who were caught being ready to learn during intervention on yesterday. Scholars, have you been getting 90 minutes of reading on iReady and 90 minutes of math on iReady? Remember, this is the time that you build your brilliance, because it's that time of the day where you are able to practice on grade level. Today, we have one scholar to celebrate. It was on this day that Amari Townsend was born. Amari, we are so excited to have you with us today at the Hill so that we can celebrate just a piece of your special day with you. And we hope that this day brings you everything that makes you smile. Now, when you see Amari in the hallway, the cafeteria, recess, even if you don't see Amari until it's time to go home this afternoon, be sure to give him a special Bobcat birthday shout out. Now, for those of you in the room with Amari right at this moment, help me send him a special Bobcat birthday shout out by turning, pointing to him and saying, Happy birthday! And our students in the spotlight, today we are shining a light on scholars who served as office helpers on yesterday. We are so proud of the way every scholar is always willing to lend a helping hand.
All right, scholars, it is time for our hard facts. Now we are going to mix it up today. We have been doing multiple today, but today you must be ready. Today we will be doing addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Pay close attention. Are you ready? Let's get started. All right, scholars, are you ready? Just a reminder, 3 seconds. 3 seconds only. Answer the addition, subtraction, and multiplication facts. Let's go. 820.
Yesterday was truly a star-studded event. Thank you for participating in day 12 of our 13 days of holiday fun. On the screen, you will see just a few of the pictures that we captured of you in your star-studded outfits. I hope you remember to wear your red today. See you soon. International holidays. Scholars, today is National Game Day. In addition to it being National Game Day, tomorrow is the winter solstice. The winter solstice marks the beginning of the season of winter. Today's challenge question is, what is your favorite non-virtual game to play? Teachers, after today's field trip, it will be a great time for you to break out those games so that our scholars can get some experience with non-virtual games. Today's Read Aloud is entitled The Crayons Christmas. Scholars, what do you think is on a crayons wish list for the holidays? Teachers, today's Read Aloud is 10 minutes and 7 seconds long. In addition to our Read Aloud, we have our Christmas ABCs for our pre-K and K scholars. We have our adding double numbers for our scholars in grades 1 and 2. We have our fractions on the number line for our scholars in grades 3 and 4. And for our scholars in grade 5, we have equivalent fractions. And don't forget, we also have our indoor recess brain break Christmas movie stomp. Along with these things, our pre-K scholars have the opportunity to watch the Wizard of Oz cartoon movie while we are all watching the play this morning. And for our scholars who weren't eligible to go on the field trip to leave the building, you will also have the opportunity to watch the Wizard of Oz musical while we are off campus. Enjoy. Have any more selfies, Bob? We only have one more day left. I think it was worth losing my voice because if you don't have any more selfies, I win again. And that would mean that that big trophy would be mine for an entire year. That's 365 days, Bob. Bob, remember, you were at 14 and I'm at, did you count the pictures? Did you count the pictures, Bob? Because I'm at 17. So, Bob, unless you can come up with at least 4 more photos with the scholars today, on this day, I will be the winner, the champion of the winter break challenge. You have one more day, Bob. Let's see what you come up with. Thank you for calling the North Pole Emergency Line. This is Carla. How may I help you? Carla, this is Bob. I need to speak with Dr. Carr. Is he in? Bobby is not feeling well. Dr. Carl, telephone, Dr. Carl, paging Dr. Carl. Nurse Carla, what can I do for you? Dr. Carl, Bob's on the phone. He says that Bobby's not feeling well. Let me talk to her. Bobby, you're not feeling well? Dr. Carl, I feel awful. Can you help me? I'm losing my voice. I'm feeling tired all the time. Can you come and see me? It's an emergency. Let me check your vitals. Your ears look good. Open wide and say, "Oh." My throat looks great. Ha! No worries. I know what to do. Eat this peppermint. It will help to replenish some of your elf magic. Are you sure that you weren't touched by any students over the past 12 days? Because you should have had plenty of magic left to make it home. Now, Bobbie, now that you have finished your peppermint, just pop your mask on and we'll be ready to get you back to the North Pole. Wait, Dr. Carl. I don't want whatever she has. So, Bobbie, I just need you to close your eyes. This Lysol won't hurt a bit. All right, Bob, that's enough. Come on. If you will allow Bobbie to lean on you in the front, I'll make sure that she doesn't fall over in the back. We've got to move quick to get her back to the North Pole before that peppermint wears off. Come on, Bobbie. We're almost there. Once we get to the intercom, you know our airplane is right in the corner. I'm tired, Bob. I'm tired. I know that you're tired, but we've got to get you back to the North Pole before your magic meter hits 0. Hold on tight. I'll get you back to the North Pole in no time. Bobbie needs to replenish her magic. Bobcat Scholars, I hope that you have enjoyed Season 3 of The Adventures of Bob and Bobbie Elf. They'll be back in Season 4, where we will find out if they were able to get Bobbie back to the North Pole before her magic meter hit 0. Remember, every day we're building brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future.